That's a bit of a surprise. Hello. Hello, Raiders. How's it going? Um, yeah. Um, Thanks for the surprise, yeah. um, yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda today, again. We're still gonna finish this game, and if it kills me... Oh, I like this game. And probably we should see if the bot works. That worked, at least. Oh, but yeah, the Twitch shoutout doesn't work, but I guess we can spend that one on Rav, who kind of snuck in as well, and who also streams. Hello everyone. Yeah, I'm a bit confused and things like that. Yeah, since we didn't have a proper stream last Sunday because I was roving around the country, we had a unplanned Stargate, what is it, Stargate Timekeepers stream last Monday, because I didn't want to progress Mass Effect Andromeda when maybe people who have been watching this stream might not be able to watch. So yeah, you're welcome, both of you. I mean, you stream, well, oh, you streamed Grounded. That's a cute little game. I've been meaning to kind of get that, but I kind of had enough to play when it came out, and then by the time I thought again about getting that game, it was kind of, the hype was already over and none of my friends were playing it anymore. So I never really got around to it, because that seems like the game that would be, like the kind of game that would be fun to play with friends, which I think it's like 4-player or something? Or am I misremembering IQ? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, and so now we're back at Mass Effect Andromeda. We're in space. We're trying to make a bunch of planets more livable by turning on magical machines and killing all the bad guys in the area, and trying to make a few friends of the locals. So I guess we can continue that. Right, we were somewhere in the middle of the desert last time and found a fast travel point, so I guess alright, we don't even need that for fast travel, do we? I think I can just use the map. Right, so our mission continues there. Since I have no idea what we did 2 weeks ago, I think that's about where we will go. That forward station we haven't unlocked yet, so we can just at best get here. So let's do that. Yeah, so I'm not sure, those people who are here, how familiar you are with Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a trilogy, and this is the 4th game in the series. I know that sounds a little weird. Let's see that we don't miss mining areas. Oh yeah, I think we already did that one. See you. You have to raid and run, but the food arrived. Oh, have a great meal. Good. And I think Raven was also looking for looking to make food before Ronnie starts in about an hour, so I guess we'll just be doing that. Thanks for leaving your friends here. And I'll try to not be too confused today and be slightly entertaining. Yes, I know that temperature levels are climbing and falling. Let's pick a fight just for a moment. Oh, he's spitting at us. That's not nice. Oh. I had to replace my mouse. And now the middle mouse button is in a different place, which will take some getting used to. Alright. I don't think that gave us any loot, sadly. And I guess this is... Wait, where did we even want to go? Right, we wanted to go here. Let's put a marker there. Let's pick a fight with you as well. That one wasn't too difficult, but also didn't give us any loot. Aww. Anyway, that's where we wanted to go. Almost went off in the wrong direction there. So yeah, Mass Effect, space franchise. The original trilogy was about Commander Shepard.
That's the remnant derelict Morta's obsessed with.
Yes, that's where we're gonna go. And here's the fast travel point we want to unlock.
Forward station deployment. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal.
Alright, and so this game has it a bit tough, Mass Effect Andromeda, because so in the original Mass Effect you made a lot of decisions, and in the final episode in Mass Effect 3 you kind of made decisions that changed the entire universe. And so the makers of Mass Effect, which is BioWare, which you might know from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or what else did they make? They made a whole bunch of games. Dragon Age is a big one. Well, anyway, so they're quite successful, and they've been bought by EA. So the BioWare folks thought, you know, like, hey, we don't want to just... They basically always, and that's one of the special things about Mass Effect, took your decisions, your major decisions from the previous games, and they were considered and in the next game. So of course not all of them. There were a bunch of small decisions that, you know, just happened and weren't that super important, but there were a bunch of bigger decisions that then in the next game had knock-on effects and things like that, so making things easier or harder or just being mentioned in the game, which was really cool about this game series. But of course that means if you make a decision that changes the entire universe, they would have had to make like 3 different games to continue Mass Effect. They didn't want to do that, or rather they, you know, didn't have the money to do that. And also, so what could they do since you had just made a decision?
Seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
Wanna bet we're gonna run into a bunch of angry remnant?
Yep.
Well, keep your guns out.
So what they did was they went, hey, let's just make it so that so there's a big war coming in, basically in between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, or like sometime during Mass Effect 2. And so what they did was just say, hey, this war, there are a bunch of people who heard about this war coming up and said, it doesn't look good for mankind surviving that. We'd better send off colony ships, or not just mankind, like all aliens and humans, basically civilization as they know it at that point. And so what they did was they built some cryo ships and sent them over to the Andromeda galaxy, which is like the closest habitable galaxy they could find, to be kind of out of the zone that could affect them in this intergalactic war. In this galactic war, actually, just not inter. And so that was a cool idea, because it means, they left before you made your big decisions as a player, and you can just assume that Earth staying behind there is the way you decided it. But they don't have to show it, so they don't have to make 3 completely different games. And also, or, the alternative would be just ignore what happened, or just, trivialize it, kind of. That it's just, people have, different skin tone or something, and otherwise everything has stayed the same. Which kind of would have, made all those decisions and all the suffering your character did, and his friend, his or her friends did, during the game. And so what they did, that was a really clever idea, but it meant that when the game came out, a bunch of people were going like, no, we don't just want another space game in a different galaxy with like similar ship designs and similar species designs. We wanted, all those places we knew, and why didn't you make a prequel and all that sort of thing. And we wanted to play as our original character. Better. So anyway, and so this game got a lot of flack. There was also the whole thing of, originally what they developed was basically No Man's Sky, but oh, that's some heavy popping. Sorry, don't know why that suddenly happened. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies out there. Yeah, I can already see them over there. Anyway, those are scavengers that are trying to take apart this spaceship of a kind of native species of this Andromeda galaxy that was there thousands of years ago. So yeah, just people were really angry about this game because and BioWare wasn't too happy either, or EA wasn't too happy, because basically the original plan was to make something like No Man's Sky with RPG mechanics and with storytelling and decisions, like the previous game, but with a world that's much larger and things like that. And they realized too late that they couldn't do it, and so basically, after, like, I think 2 years of development or something, they cancelled, or they shut down that branch of game development and took a bunch of assets and story ideas and other things from that game and just made a regular Mass Effect game, like with the same types of mechanics that the previous games had, just with, nicer graphics befitting the time. And so EA wasn't too happy because they spent a lot of money on this game that basically never, on stuff that never got shipped, and then switched to a normal game that wasn't as fancy and had to kind of hurry.
Months to get salvage from this place.
And so that's why when people started bashing on this game, on the bugs it had, because they only had 2 years to quickly assemble this game, basically, there was like huge backlash, and EA immediately went like, okay, we're gonna finish what's almost done, and we're just gonna cancel anything else that we had planned. And so there were no expansions and no DLC for this game. Yeah, that's basically what happened to this game, but I think, and so many people think, oh, this is a bad game, and even EA agreed because they just cancelled it. But the thing was that, you know, it's a decent game. Like any other company, if they hadn't spent 2 years before that, you know, trying to make a different game, and had just started on this game and finished it, even with the bugs, they would have all been happy about this game. Like everyone else would have been just fine. But of course, EA sank a lot more money into this game, into the first part that never got shipped, basically. So if you buy this game today, I think you're going to get a nice little Mass Effect game. Yes, it's in another galaxy. Yes, it's with a different character. Welcome, this is Nico Ryder. You can pick the first name yourself. The canonical name is Sarah Ryder. If we look at... No, I actually don't have it here. Well, just as... like here, this character in the lower right, that's how Sarah Ryder looks canonically. But anyway. So yeah, cool characters and cool game, and your companions are cool, and you can even have aliens with you. And I guess let's pick a fight now. Alright, who else? There's a guy there. Okay, I can headshot you. That's working good so far. Okay.
Watch out, that's a field of death.
What's a field of death? Oh, I guess that with... So, one of the things when we arrived here is we drove into stuff like this. This is called the Scourge, and it kind of hurts people a lot. And apparently also they have some turrets sitting back there that might be causing a problem for us. So let's go in here. Oh, there's a box that will refill our ammo. That's good. Is there anything in here? Nope. Yeah, so that's Mass Effect Andromeda. I find it a fun game. That's why I thought it's about time to replay it, because they're currently working on a follow-up Mass Effect game. Although I mentioned that these people are the same people that made Dragon Age, and they're first making a new Dragon Age game. And so if that isn't successful, we might not actually see this game, which will be interesting, to say the least. Okay, let's see if we can get this turret. That looks good.
Got them all.
Oh, there's some more stuff. Whoops. Oh,
Changing positions.
that wasn't what I wanted to do. I forgot that you can't really crouch in this game.
Here they come.
Alright.
That was fun.
Whoops. Maybe let's wait for
Nice
our
work.
shields to return before we shoot another shot. Yeah, come on. That archer on the bottom is our shield indicator. Okay, whoops. I guess it got another shot in. But, well, okay, we lost a little bit of health, but we're fine. Okay, so... Oh, there is a second turret back there, that's why. Whoops, how can you... I'm behind here, you shouldn't even be able to see me.
Enemies behind you.
Okay, I guess... Oh.
On my way.
What are these sounds? That's a bit weird. Okay, this looks like it might be a... Oh, it's just some loot. Okay. I had kind of hoped...
Looks like outlaws.
Oh, okay, there's the thing that's shooting at us. Okay, I think we're good in cover. No, not quite. And so this is mainly, this game is a cover shooter, which means you kind of have to be slightly strategic about how you work, and you can't just walk out. You kind of have to be there. Whoops. But as you see, like, it's not a huge strategy. Oh, this guy's shooting. Okay. Okay, I don't think we're safe here. Oh, and there's raiders and their pets.
Hey, we don't want your stuff. Stop shooting.
Yeah, I bet they've heard that one before.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll take your stuff anyway then. We don't want your stuff. Stop shooting. Oh. Whoops. Let's get our shield packs back. Oh, and we can probably get our turret ready. So it's a turret against turret fight. Huh. That worked well. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. Oh. There's another Ryder. I didn't even know that. Okay. But that worked, I guess. Alright. Our turret doesn't look too healthy. What was that? Whoops. Oh, where are these shots coming from? Let's go back here, I think. Don't die there. Oh, you're picking a fight with this guy. I guess.
They hit Vetra!
Okay, that's a bit of a problem if it's inside that wall. Yeah, that's, I guess, one of the bugs this game has. How does it... Am I at least... Yeah, it seems like I'm at least in cover. Although this... Yeah, of course I can't go through here. What the heck? Whoop. Yeah, this is not a location. Ah, there's the other turret. How can you even... Oh, and this one. Let's see if that somehow takes it down. Well, I guess I can become invisible. So let's do that.
Armoring up.
And I guess that gets me through here. Yeah, finally. Whew. It's always a bit exciting. Okay. Oh, there's a... probably angry.
Watch out, remnant!
Remnant, yes.
Good work. Remnant team.
Okay, I guess we're just headbutting them now. But that works, I suppose. Oh, and hi, Air Galaxy. I didn't really say hi to you. I just saw your message and thought, yep, that's Air Galaxy hi. And didn't actually say something. Sorry. Hope you're doing well. Guten Tag.
Stay on your toes!
Yeah, I have a beam like that as well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where's the other guy? A bit more loot. Okay. Oh, you killed a guy down there. Good. Oh, and there's another assembler. Okay. We get them all. I could really use one of the other boxes that gives you health back. But I think we're correct here. So as I said, this game has decisions and RPG mechanics, so I need to upgrade my gear and I have skills to invest into. Oh, there's another turret back there. Let's see if we can take it out. Right, I think we got it. Oh, there's another one up there. Wait for shields to recover. I wonder if I can throw my turret over there. Okay. Didn't get shot. Ha. Okay. That's actually some good cover. Did we get them all now? No, we didn't. Ah. There's really no good spot from which I can shoot this guy. I'm looking like... Alright. Let's wait for our weapon to cool down. Okay, gotcha. Because there's a bunch of things I wanted to collect in that empty area before I go down
We got company.
to where the quest says.
That's it for now.
Oh, there's another one. Okay. That worked. Good. Whoops. I guess it didn't unload the model.
Here they come!
You want a piece of me?
Come on, shields, come back.
Now I'm pissed.
Okay. I know I don't have to do that, but I just... Oh, there's a second turret. Okay. Did I get all of them? No. Nope.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
We need to find a way around this.
No. I don't really want to find a way. Okay. Okay.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
Whoops. Okay. Did we get... Do we have to get anything else? Oh, what's this? No, that's just an enemy. Okay, I think we should be good. Oh, sorry, someone wants to get banned here. Alright. Back to the game. Okay, I think we've got them all. Okay. Yeah, this scanning lets me research, get research points, so let me make better weapons, so that's why I'm going through all this effort. Okay, and now we're back.
We need to find a way around this.
No, we don't. Just walk in here. Ryder, don't overcomplicate things. I think there might be a few more remnant robots. So the ship is by the remnant, so we're kind of intruding here, but we're actually doing it trying to find out how to work remnant tech a bit better. What's this? Ah, something to scan. Ah, another
There'll
glyph.
be enough glyphs.
Ah, okay, we just had to find this one, so that we found it before we really needed it. But we had that in a bunch of other locations as well. Where we had a control console like that up there and had to solve a pseudocode to get in. And to do that, we had to... mining drill. Jamestown Mark 7 mining laser serial number has been filed off. Referencing advertisement copy. One of the Milky Way galaxy's most advanced mining tools. The Mark 7 will vaporize iron. Do not look directly at laser while in operation. Okay, and I guess that didn't work out. Oh, there's even Krogan that died from this. Okay. Interesting. I guess they didn't know how to open the door. Or rather, didn't have a supercomputer in their head that lets them open doors. Okay, and this is the special thing here. This is the space Sudoku. And I guess this is the more complicated version. Before it was just boxes. So every row and column has to have unique symbols. So no symbol may be a duplicate. And also each of these fields must be unique. So in this case, these are these 9-like shaped ones and this plus sign. So I guess this one in the middle is the easiest. So we know we have to have 5 symbols. Here are 4 different ones. So yeah, this is actually the symbol we need. And so now we know we have these 3 symbols here. So there can only be 2 other symbols here. Let's see, this one is in the row. This one is down here, can't be it. This one is not yet used, so very likely this is the one we need. And that of course means that we have to find this one is the symbol that's not used in this row, so that looks pretty good. And so that in turn means that this one and this one should be obvious. So let's see, this one, yeah, this symbol we don't have in this row yet. And it's also not in that row, so we're fine. And now let's see which symbol. This one we have, this one we have, this one we have, this one we have, this one we don't. Alright, and now which other sections do we have? So in this box we don't have this one yet. And we know we have 5 symbols. So this one can't be in this row, but since it has to be in this area, it must be here. And that in turn means this one we can't have, this one we can't have, this one we can't have, this one looks good. So now we have this field full. And that means here there can only be one other one. Not this, not this, not this. Has to be this one. And now, which other fields do we have? We have this one in here and this one in here, so those two don't really help us. I guess this one could work. So let's see. This one is used. This one is used. This one is used. This one is not in this row, but it's in here. This one is not in this row, not in here, and not in here. So this might be right. So this field cannot have this one, not this one, must have this one. And that works in both directions. Good. So now we have two symbols. So this one, and this one must be in there. But this one can't be here. No, actually can't be anywhere in here because it's already here. Oh, but here. This one would be one of the possible ones here. But it can't be because it's here. This one, I think, must be here. So whatever is left over, this one has to be here. And does that make sense? Yeah, it's not in this row, and it wasn't in this row. And it's not in this niner, so we should be pretty good. And so now in this row, this one is used, this one isn't used yet. And it's also not used here or here. So we have two more now. This one has to be here. And that means this one has to be here. And that's not yet used here. Not yet used here. And it wasn't in this field. So this should be the correct solution. Unless I missed a double somewhere. Let's just make a quick check. Oh wait, this one is that. Yeah. This one has no doubles. This one has no doubles. Yeah, this should be fine. Submit solution. Success.
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
We've opened the door to the spaceship, and every remnant, every raider could now just walk in with us, it seems.
So cool in here. So nice.
Elaaden's a mystery to me. It's hellish, hot.
Lawless, crazy, murderous. Never mind the water mafia.
Gotta be a big reward for those scavengers to put up with the risk.
Information from Kadara lists raw materials from remnant architecture as extremely profitable.
There's a lot of damage in here. Better watch our step. Hopefully we can find a route to the drive core, then get out of here.
Alright, I think the drive core was something... contained something we needed for our quest. Let's look. Journal. To keep Morda from potentially building a bomb, retrieve the drive core located inside the heart of the remnant derelict. We need to get it before people do. That was it. So Morda is kind of the unofficial leader of this planet and seems to have decided she wants to start a war with the Nexus, which is where Ryder, so our player character, comes from. And Morda is a Krogan like our big friend Drac here. You, hey, we're talking to you. About you. Just... Will he turn around? No, he won't. Ah, I think he just did. Okay, here. This big guy here. Well... This guy, our friend, they were kind of screwed over and left the Nexus.
At least this still works. Any theories about this ship?
You mean the crash? Scourge fried the guidance system, or maybe everything.
That's a safe bet. But where's the crew? What happened to them?
And where did they come from? This ship suggests they aren't from Helios.
That's kind of the weird thing about this area, that that there seem to be several species here, and all kind of seem to not be native. And the Remnant seemed to be the oldest one, but looking at this ship and what Drac just said, I mean, he's not a scientist, but I'm thinking that maybe this is just the game authors talking through him. Oh, no. Why did you... Oh, my health. Okay, that's what I wanted to do, but somehow you didn't want to walk on that railing. I guess we can't scan this display, not like in the other place. Which is kind of a pity. Alright. That was a sound that sounded a bit like enemies. Or maybe it's just because it's their ship. So anyway, they seem to have somehow terraformed this place and left all these big machines that kind of look like the inside of the spaceship, or the outside in fact. This is kind of cool. I don't know if you realize, but like the first 3D games were made in times where you didn't have a graphics card. Everything that was rendered had to be calculated on the CPU. And one trick they did was that they basically only calculated the corners of each polygon, of each wall for instance, and then drew the actual surfaces in 2D. You know, just filling a polygon with a pattern, basically. One of the ways to make this more efficient, because if you wanna, like, you know, take a texture for, like, you know, this floor panel, for instance, that's a graphic that just has these lines on it. I mean, this is a little more, but let's just assume, you know, like, or even just this wall, you know, it's just like the concrete rifling and things like that that it has. And so to draw that, you had the bitmap, the texture, and you kind of stretched it out over the polygon and kind of painted it that way. And doing that in like with an arbitrary tilt was kind of complicated. But what was easy, because it was just an addition, like drawing a tilted line involves multiplications and divisions, which take longer on a CPU. And so what they did was all the walls were straight, and the only diagonals you saw were like the top and the bottom of the wall, because you needed that for the perspective. And one cool thing was that the game Duke Nukem, it had a crashed spaceship. And what they basically did was they calculated the entire level straight. But then when drawing it, just shifted everything by a few pixels to the side depending on what row you were in. And that gave a similar effect as this, where like the floor is not straight. But of course, like all the calculations the game made were as if you were just walking on a straight surface, and they just like drew the character straight on top of this floor. And I find this kind of a nice, I don't know if it's an intentional callback, but it's like the same idea. Yeah, of course, if it's a crashed ship, it should be kind of listing. Oh, that's a special bridge now, not just the normal one.
Heads up! Maybe this place isn't functioning as well as we thought.
If that also means the killer bots, I won't complain.
Okay. I guess they give us an extra puzzle. I like how they went, like, the first few are singles, so you actually have to do point exact landings. And then they go, okay, yeah, we've seen you can do it, you've had the dramatic moment, now we'll give you, like, clusters of columns, so you don't have to constantly exactly hit the right column, you know, you have a bit of a tolerance. That's good game design.
For the drive core. Why, yes, Ryder, I think you're right. Talking to yourself, Ryder? Yeah, I am. Okay, just checking.
I don't at all remember this. It's funny, it's good. Before we trigger this, let's have a look around. Oh, it just pulled the floor behind us away again. But yeah, that's good game design, you know, to go, you know, like you need the point exact landings at the start to kind of give the player the feeling of danger, you know. When I jump, I know that I have to hit this tiny spot. And that just, you know, gives me adrenaline and kind of it causes excitement. Okay. That's a locked door. So either that's our exit, or that is the spot where we can find something if we go back. Okay, and this is the dead end with the free loot. Thank you, game developers. Like, in a game where you have looting and resource collecting, that's always a great way. You know, you build a map and it has to feel large, so you build all these corners and things in there just so it looks larger. And but then of course, if you go down there, there's not really anything down there. And so if you can't put anything in a corner, the nicest thing to do is go, okay, we'll drop a few resources there, so that you don't go there and say, oh, it was nothing. But actually that you go there and say, oh, see, if I hadn't gone down there, I wouldn't have found the loot. So that way you turn a disappointment into, you know, a reasonably pleasant experience. Into a success, a feeling of success, basically.
The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
The ship has to be cracked open somewhere. There must be another entrance.
That's what we get for coming in the right way.
So, who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
So, the first time I played this game, I kind of made the sensible decisions, and now I'm trying to remember what decisions I made and kind of pick the ones I wouldn't have picked. I don't really remember it in all cases, but I'm hoping that I get more story content out that way.
When I find the scavenger scum that has my drive core... Okay, I might be taking this too personally. Let's hunt them down.
Okay. Okay, so this is where the drive core should be. Okay. Oh, there's an invisible wall here. Okay. I guess thanks, game dev. So let's see. That door should be open now, right?
Huh. I don't think these belong here.
Flares? That's not remnant tech.
The intruders must have entered from this direction.
Ah, okay. Didn't even notice those the first time. Were they... Did they not turn them on? I'm hearing, I don't know, the problem, and that's cool actually, that's a good trick to kind of unsettle you as the player, is that the machines here... What did she say? The machines here make the same
More
sounds.
flares. Seems like the right direction.
Very kind of these thieves to leave us a clear trail.
Pretty handy. I'd hate to get lost in here.
There's a remnant assembler here. But yeah, so the machines here make the same sounds as the enemies. Whoops. That's not good. Stop crouching, assembler. I want to shoot you. Oh, it assembled one of the little guys. Okay, so my sneaking past didn't quite work. Okay. I think we got them all. But that's kind of... I wonder if it was just the remnants around here that made these remnant sounds. or if it's actually the machines here. You know, it would make sense either way. That, you know, that type of society just has certain sounds. Certain sounds that machines make. And like the entire ship makes that, but also the robots running around here. Okay, you're here. Okay. I think...
No wonder about the dead scavengers. Not surprised they're getting their asses kicked.
Dead scavengers. I haven't actually... Always confuses me when Vetra... Something to scan. Vetra. I mean, in this case, there is one enemy left. But it's... and there was another guy there. Alright. But she has this ability that is just firing a bunch of shots, and sometimes at the end of a battle she just fires even though there are no more targets because it's an area of effect thing. Okay, let's have a quick peek back there. What was this? Remnant Observer Creator. This remnant mechanism appears to create and deploy hostile observer machines. Scourge blockages in the conduit below probably caused the unit to deactivate. Other conduits appear undamaged. Okay. So I guess... Not sure I can... I thought I can... Yeah, I can turn it off. Okay. Okay, and something gave us our health back, which is good. Alright. And here is the hole we were looking for. Okay, but that means...
So this is how they got in, whoever it was.
Wasn't Morda who took the drive core. If she knew about this entrance, they wouldn't try to break in.
Okay. At least that's good, I guess. Unless it's like like actual enemies instead of
Finally, back out into the bright, scorching light of day.
In a place where it's never not day.
We've got a lock on your position. Sending down a forward station.
Suvi, Sam's uploaded a signature from the Remnant Drive Core housing. Can you trace it?
Tricky from our position. It won't be a full scan.
Give me whatever you can. We need to find out who stole it.
Scavenger scum.
Okay, think I've got something. I've updated your nav system.
Alright, so our spaceship found info for us. That's good. And that means we can call the car. Fahr schon mal den Wagen vor, Harry. As a famous German TV show detective always would say to his assistant, "Get the car, Harry." Now, where is it? Search for the stolen remnant drive core. Okay, I guess this is where we go. This is probably a good point for a save as well.
We need to get out of this heat zone.
Remind me how we find the drive core using the energy signature?
The drive core emitted a unique reading that I haven't encountered before in Remnant tech. It took a great deal of power to run that ship, whatever its purpose.
Suvi, keep your eyes on this and give us an update when we get closer. Don't want to overshoot.
Got some fiends here.
We're sure this is the right spot.
I'm sure.
Perfect. How come the right spot is never by a quiet pond or in a field of wildflowers?
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
Let's go. Fiend steak for supper.
Haven't even... I don't know, I haven't seen any fiends here.
Heat levels increasing.
Yeah, shut up, Sam.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Okay, where...
The ambient temperature is normal. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Trying to use the indicators on the left to find a mining zone. This looks good. Oh, I'm hearing the fiends. I guess this.
Pathfinder, that signature Sam uploaded for the missing remnant drive core, it's near your present location. Scanning the area should narrow the search radius.
Thanks, Suvi. Sam, scan the area.
These scavengers are scum, but also desperate, and desperate is bad.
What's this thing worth to them?
Their friends died for it, so a lot.
Okay. So now we finally see the fiends that were mentioned. Let's get the fiends first. This is actually going pretty well. My friends are kind of tanking for me. Okay. Okay, so much for tanking.
Sam, let's scan for this drive core.
Scan is complete. By my calculations, the drive core is here.
Wait until Morta sees us with her drive core.
Why is there dust coming out of the ground?
Let's see you deal with this. All right, now
Okay, always shoot the glowy point, which is a weak spot. Okay, they've already taken care of these guys, that's good. Okay. I think we have all
Ambient
of them.
temperature is normal.
And that's the weather report from Sam.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Okay, at the top of the screen, okay, this is not... Here's a container. Nope, just loot. And by just loot, I mean, yay, loot.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Not
Life support
here.
restored.
Is it maybe up somewhere? Or maybe these boxes, that would make sense. I don't think there's anything up here. Oh. Another loot container. Yeah, that's of course it. It's the only non-remnant thing around here, so why wouldn't it be in here?
No drive core here. Suvi? Sam? What's going on?
The drive core was here, Pathfinder, by the strength of the signature, not long ago.
Of all the shitty luck. Sometimes I think I'm unlucky. In general, I mean.
Not that I've noticed.
You can be honest. It's possible, right? Could even be genetic.
You need to talk to Lexi about that one.
Think I'd rather not.
Yeah, maybe not tell your doctor that you think you're genetically unlucky. Nice that we have all this cadmium around here. And I guess somewhere over there. Where do we park the car? Let's get to the car.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Really? I just turned it on and
mining interface.
never would have had the idea. Okay, again, so we can research more. I'm grabbing all the cadmium I can get. Oh. Okay, let's plant another mining thing here. Okay, and
still have that drive core reading, right? We need to get it back.
It's kind of fun to drive this car. I really like it. And it's not as bouncy as the one in the original Mass Effect trilogy, which was really nice. Because that was impossible to handle. What's here? Anything useful? Crawler. This crawler was stolen from the Initiative several weeks ago. It has since been ridden into disrepair. Multi-purpose generator, constructed and used throughout Helios to power a variety of systems and devices. Destroying it will disable its dependent devices and discontinue power flow to the systems it serves. Okay. Alright, so I think this... Deactivating this means we've made life a little worse for the raiders, which is a general goal when trying to make this planet more viable.
We should probably keep looking for that drive core.
Isn't that what I'm doing? Here's the drive core, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure, this feels a little like the game is chiding.
Levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
It's kind of, the game is chiding me for not
Life support restored.
staying on the mission where I am, you know. But I think the idea was probably just to make it easier. Oh, this doesn't sound good. Is that a cat ship? No, it isn't. Okay. Of course, they have some interesting beasts here as well. Maybe get the big beast first, because they will help me with it.
Get ready to fight!
What was... Oh, this guy was shooting at me. Yeah, that might do something, yeah. Okay, go back. Press right mouse button to engage the Nomad's all-terrain mode. Although slow and impractical over long distances, ATM allows the Nomad to climb steep inclines. Nice. Okay, game, you can load now. The progress bar is finished. And nothing's happening. That's not good. The carbonation is talking to me. Okay. This is less than amazing, I guess. Well, is this the point where I do a song and dance number? Dee-dee-dee-dee, da 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 da. This is the Mass Effect song. Something like that. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I guess. There was like an arrow symbol, like it was. Like it was saving or something. Well, I guess we're gonna shoot it down and start it again. Come on, launch the game again. At least we have a nice, relaxing forest with a river and a castle behind it. Alright. I guess I should have gone behind the mountain or something, tried that, instead of trying to stay at the edge, and somehow I didn't notice where the damage was coming from. So let's see where it puts us. I hope it made some autosave. Somewhere after we found the first location of the drive core, at least. Otherwise, this is gonna be a bit of work to go through there again after the last save, because the last hard save was a while ago. But hey, we can do this. I'm sure we could do this. I hope we could do this. Do 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 do. Detonate a chilled or frozen enemy for a cryo combi. An icy explosion that deals bonus damage to armor, can slow nearby foes, and may weaken armor. Right, I should probably use my consumables, come to think of it. I think I'm picking some up. Uh-oh. This isn't good. This seems like we're at the same spot we just were, and it's just not loading. And now it's showing that save arrow again. Oh, you can probably not see that because it's right behind my head. Where it showed it for a moment. That's not super. Okay, let's shoot it down again And I think we can explicitly load a certain save. So maybe we can do something like grab something earlier. We shall see. View the journey so far in the Codex to see a breakdown of your character's unique personality, relationships, and key story choices. That's actually something I've been wishing for in many games that have decisions like this. Like, some games actually do that, like, what's it called? Detroit Become Human? Or Being Human? Something like that. That game has like a whole tree where you see every decision you made. But for example, in Star Wars The Old Republic, you sadly don't have that. Okay, let's see. We have an autosave 1817. Why do I have more game completion 3 minutes earlier? Is 32%. Well, but let's try loading this one and see where we end up there. This would be... I hope this is not like a game-breaking bug or anything like that. Because I don't... Like, the first time I played this, I basically had no problems. I think I might have had, you know, like a crash to desktop where I loaded again and then it was back. And that was probably the worst of it, you know. And other people were all coming, oh, it's so bad and it's not running and things like that. And now this playthrough, after they supposedly fixed a few of the worst issues, it's actually playing worse. Not good. I'm kind of conflicted between, should I give it more time or should I just wait? Should I just shoot it down and try an earlier save? Alright. Another relaunch. Would be really bad if I got, you know, kicked out of this playthrough. Sorry. I took off my jacket because it's getting warm in here from the sun. And I need to... It got tied up in my chair. Alright. Okay, let's load something earlier. 17, 16... 14, 12. Let's go to 12 and see if that makes a difference. I mean, it remains to be hoped that it should, at worst, I should be able to go back to the last hard save shortly after the beginning of the stream. But it would be kind of nicer if we could actually continue playing somewhere near where we left off. Okay, this is a good spot. Okay, let's go back to the car. Let's say where we are and go back to the car. I don't want to be any worry. Okay. Now let's do a hard save here. Car. There's a few, we haven't encountered those yet, but there's a few occasions where you can drive the Nomad in low gravity, and I gotta say it feels a lot better. It might just be the problem with Mass Effect, the original Mass Effect, is that they are like there's basically every section is low gravity. Whoops, that didn't really. Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to shoot you, my friend. The problem is that, like, every section is low gravity, and so you have dual problems. Okay, shield coming back. Oh, you actually got them already? Good. Okay. There's some remnants here. There's a big guy over there. Okay. Let's see if we can get there. And here, the few low G situations you have are basically are on like very large areas. So you're not really
Got 'em all.
in as much of a problem.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Yes, Sam, thank you for the weather report. Nope, nothing here, I guess. It's below us, somewhere over there, so didn't we go far enough, or what? Should have probably waited
Nearing
for the
new
car.
area where the signature for the remnant drive core was detected. We'll need to scan the area to zero in on the signal.
Thanks, Suvi.
I still can't believe Morta's trying to build a bomb.
It's too bad. The simple raw power could advance their colony by decades.
Looks like
Uh-oh.
we missed the action this time.
I think I know these Krogan. They aren't Morta's group.
How about we scan the bodies before they turn to dust?
Or we do.
Human throat recently slit. Angle suggests ambush from behind. Fate energy signature from drive core has been detected. Recently deceased. Massive concussive trauma to all internal organs and systems consistent with standing near an explosion. Wait, what? Standing near an exploding drive core? Did the turret not... I think it swallowed the turret or something. So what did that say? Concussive... consistent with standing near an explosion. Okay. So... throat slits... So I guess those are the raiders. Nope. I was jumping.
Pathfinder, I'm scanning the unique signature from the drive core, but it's clearly not here,
Surprise.
Yeah, I got that part.
which is why I specified clearly.
It's too hot to chase these thieves all over this planet.
Heat is making me grumpy, for sure.
The drive core must be powerful to be worth killing and dying for.
And the winner here took off with it.
Seems to track.
We should look for another clue to where they're headed.
Drop the drive core at our ops base. Don't get followed. This is priority 1. New door code, password 123.
Password. Why would you ever write down your password?
Okay, we got some loot at least. Again, you know, less frustrating game design that way. Oh, and I think... Let's see, do I have a life support? No, shield and incendiary ammo. So we better go back to wherever we parked the car. Did I grab this already? Yep. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. I should have paid more attention to the life support. That's what you get when you have a game where you're constantly reminded that it's getting hot and not hot and whatever. Okay, so ops base. Let's go to the ops base. This will be interesting. Whether this is a spot I can get to from here, or if I have to drive around. That's one of the things that annoyed me in my original playthrough. that you don't really know. Okay, it's right here. Okay. Oh wait, let's do another save. Oh, the flophouse. I thought we'd cleaned this out already.
Heard stories about this place. Better keep our heads down.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, an honorable knife in the back is still a knife.
Yeah, we know that. We heard it already. Oh, this is just... Okay, slightly confused.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Down here, okay. I guess since we cleared this out already, there should
We
be
need to get
fewer
out of this
people.
heat.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
Okay, I think in here is right. We didn't see that the first time. What's over here? Is this the place where we found the sister of the one guy? Kind of looks like this might be the back entrance to that. No, it isn't. Okay.
Hostiles ahead!
These were the guys with Struck. What are they shooting at us for?
Hiding something?
Like a drive core, for instance?
Sweet double cross and grab.
Outlaws!
Where are they? Okay, get you. No.
Took one out.
Let's go invisible for a second. Oh, am I done already?
That's the last of them. Let's find that drive core.
Okay, thanks. Oh. We can't actually...
What's going on? Strux and these guys actually took the drive core?
I think I feel used, but I'm not sure for what. Drac, any ideas?
A few. Clan Jorgel is the worst. Unbalanced, unreliable.
You think maybe Strux wants to build a bomb?
Or just sell it on Kadara, but then why hide it here?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
This is serious. Political double crosses involving enormous bombs piss me off. Drac, do me a favor and don't spill this to the Krogan yet. I want to talk to Mort and Strux face to face.
You got it.
Gil, I need you to send an ops crew to this location. They're picking up a remnant drive core.
Got it. Will do.
Sam, change the passcode on the door to this place and transmit it to Gil. Keep that tech safe. It might be the most powerful thing we've found.
I'll be glad when this is over. I'm going to have a long shower with some newly procured fancy soaps.
Waste of water. What you need is a good old-fashioned Krogan dust bath.
Well, different species. Can't really compare it. Is there anything scannable here? But so what we were doing, yeah, is looking for this drive core so it can't be used as a bomb. And I think Strux was the guy who told us that Morda was building the bomb. And so my guess would be that they needed the ship activated, but had a back entrance. And so what they probably did was they told us, hey, this is going on, then ran to the crashed ship, snuck in as far as they could, and as soon as we activated and were on our way, they went in the last few meters and made their way and took out the drive core. Although I have to say, like, it says here, okay, this is the console, we found it, but I don't see a drive core. I guess it's this box, maybe? That's not very large. Like, the hole where we found it is very large, so it's kind of confusing that there's no item that looks so large here. Okay, but I guess we got everything that we could. Oh, I don't think we've been down here yet. Oh no, that's just the other side. Okay, I didn't realize that that was so much lower. Okay. Then I guess we're done. And we flopped. Oh. Some element 0. Yes, please. You know, there's no units on these things that you collect. It's just 5 element 0.
Yeah, still hot.
Armoring up.
All right. Nothing from you. All right. Yeah, so there's no units on that, but just getting 5 still feels like not enough. Like, it just feels like I got a tiny amount. And then when it says like, oh, you gotta build this item and it uses this many of this element, it suddenly you're kind of glad that you don't need to get that much, but I kind of wish they'd just, you know, put like 2 zeros after every number and just say like, oh yeah, you have 500 element 0 or something. Just feels better. Okay, so I guess we're going back here. Come on. Fast travel, yes. Alright, let's see.
Life support at 100%.
Okay, let's go back there.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Try.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
That's kind of cool. This guy actually didn't greet us, but greeted Drac, which makes much more sense.
If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Yeah, we still haven't met this worm. Or found this worm. Which is kind of... I hope there's a quest or something to help us find it.
Lost in all of the pit fights. Stupid Audi can't even dodge.
You know, just stick around, see how it plays out. Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
Alright. So I guess that's the only thing we can do.
Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship,
That's true.
and that you sold it to scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
Did I say not true? Or would I say as... what would I have said?
Strux is the one you should be interrogating.
Stay out of Krogan affairs, Nexus. I'll interrogate who I want.
Are all Krogan terrible listeners?
Wait for it. Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morta has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
Don't talk, Jorgal Strux. I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgal. Watch, I'll rescue the drive core and make us so powerful that the Nexus will bow down to us. Except you can't, 'cause we have it.
Aw, Drac. I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
Now you're interested.
Finally. Okay, where to start? It all began when Strux contacted me.
Okay, I'm done listening now.
I didn't even get to the good part.
I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgal. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance. My father lowered himself to join your clan because he admired your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morta, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you. Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Just like that. Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Or it could do the same for Prodromos.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
You have to give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New Tuchanka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Well,
Okay, so I think the sensible choice here was give drive core get outposts. So that's, I think, what I did last time. So I guess I'm gonna go keep drive core, no outpost. Ah, this is gonna hurt.
I think the drive core would serve us all better in initiative hands.
so the Krogan gets screwed over again? No. Helios needs to be a fresh start. Strux showed me that. I'm Overlord Morda of the new Krogan nation, and we're gonna thrive in spite of you, Nexus. Just watch.
You still gonna let us hang out here, though?
Of course. The Krogan are fair. You remember that.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news. Good luck, Overlord Morda.
Yay!
Pathfinder, the call for deployment hasn't come.
It's not going to, Addison.
Damn it. That's putting a lot of pressure on your next outpost. Keep that in mind.
I am aware.
Ouch. Okay, but I got another cryo point. That's interesting. You look bored or sleepy or both. Ryder? Barely know her. Oh, that's actually a good one. That's a good way to end conversations and not have to record many more. I think I'm just a little bit hot in this weather. That's about it. So, should be fine. Okay. And also not too happy about the... about having to make the bad choice, but that's what this playthrough is for. So, I guess... yeah, I guess we're done here. You're always up, though. Thanks. Alright. I guess we need a new quest. Let's see. Remote system where the Turian arc may have landed. You have a cold and slight fever in these temperatures. Oh no. Is it hot where you are or cold? And laying on the bathroom floor. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, let's try to find the Turian arc, I guess. That kind of sounds... or is there anything here? Yeah, okay, that's Vetra. HO47C. And this one, also HO47C. Okay, so I guess we can do both of these quests together. That sounds kind of good. Around the same as you, I'd say. There are just a few 100 kilometers in between us. Oh, okay. That's the wrong side of the planet, I guess. Well then, yeah, I guess you're melting same as I am. I mean, I guess this was a fitting planet to have the desert planet today. Alright. So, where did we park? I think that's the entrance, so the car's probably somewhere out there. Yep, somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight.
We can't leave the outlaws to claim this tech.
What tech? What is she talking about? Alright. I guess we're going to go to the Tempest anyway. Yeah, we have to go to a different planet. So that means we'll just extract from here. That should be faster. And these little guys here, these aphids or whatever they are, giant aphids, will wave us goodbye.
Oh, Gil wanted you to check in.
Yeah, I don't really want to check in with Gil because I think that'll progress the main quest, won't it? So let's try and go to Remav, wherever that was, up here. And short reminder, you might want to look away if you're in any way epileptic, because these clouds get kind of flashy.
Look at these readings. This system is beautiful.
I'll say, that's a stellar nursery. Stars are born out here.
Dubstep clouds, yeah. Okay, let's look at the individual planets before we go to the one we're actually planning to go to. Okay, activate scanner. Nothing to scan for. There's a nice ring, this planet. If you wanted to keep it, you should have put a ring on it, or what is the saying? The ruins of several Angaran exploratory missions dot Phaedra's surface, crushed by the planet's powerful gravity and half buried by its winds. Okay. Want to design a seal but can't think of a motive. Any ideas? I mean, lions and dragons are always nice on seals. Unicorns would work as well. Or just a knight's helmet or something. It depends what and who the seal is for, of course, but you know, you could probably do something like a sword or two crossed swords or something like that. Or Babylon 5 style shield with a sword in front. For you. Well, it's the question, are you going for a classical seal or a more modern one? Maybe there's some utensils from your job you could put in the seal. Like, I don't know, for me that would probably be some sort of computer or some, you know, like icon from the computer or something like that.
Probe away. I found something.
Active volcano site. Stratovolcano with current explosive eruption. Lava composition, andesite flow with unknown materials. Nandri is no stranger to eruptions, but this particularly massive explosion may offer special insight into the planet's geology. Gives us 270 XP. And there's a cloud coming out of that, apparently. Okay, Anything else? No. Oh, I didn't actually read the description of that planet, did I? Nundry's cracked surface contains large deposits of magnesium and cobalt. Constant volcanic activity fuels streams of lava that glimmer from orbit. And what was the other one? I think that was this one, Phaedra. Let's skip again. I would say, you know, pick some utensils for either for, you know, your job or your hobby or whatever, or pick if your, for example, your name or your family name has a meaning, then maybe you could pick something from that. Does that help in any way? Oh right, that was with the ruins of the Angara things. That's fine, we've read that. Does help. Good. You're still not sure. I mean, if you want me to help you toss a coin or something, or consider alternatives, let me know.
Probes launched. We've got a crater.
Oh, a crater! I wouldn't have seen that from above. It's large enough. Hypervelocity impact crater, 242 kilometers in size. Mineral deposits, element 0. This ancient impact crater contains traces of radioactive material, element 0, and metals not found naturally on the planet. Okay. This barren moon is more scientifically interesting than its planet Amiaiono, owing to traces of element 0 detectable from orbit. Okay, you're not sure what kind of thing would represent you. Sometimes Google can help with things like that. You know, if you search for your name or something like that, and just see what comes up, and maybe something makes sense. Analysis. Shattered by the Scourge, this formerly viable planet is now a debris field. Due to a lack of atmosphere, few life forms are present. Alert. Excessive solar and cosmic radiation detected. Confinement to the Nomad advised. Oh, okay, so I guess... Can we... Oh yeah, there's a landing zone. Okay, this is what I mentioned earlier. Cool. Good to have that mentioned here and then actually have it happen. So now we're gonna have more of a direct comparison between Mass Effect Andromeda's driving and the driving of the Mako in the original Mass Effect trilogy, simply by going on a low-gravity planet. Alright, and I wanted to... Okay, incendiary ammo is good, but instead of shield capacitors, I'll go for the backup life support for now.